Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. This is part 3 as Italy. Let's carry on, shall we? Let's unpause the game. We've got our garrison troops over here. We've got these guys over here. One thing I want to do is select you guys. You are all regular. I'm going to get these guys to exercise. Also gain army experience for each level 3, so I would not gain this army experience. Let's check this group here. I mean, we've got some trained guys here, these are regular, so it could be worth splitting off the trained guys, get them to regular. But on the flip side, that would use our current equipment, and we are trying to build up some stuff. Oh, we've got a garrison group off on its way to go reinforce that garrison. That's good. Let's see, we've got electronic mechanical engineering. I like to click on details just so it does bring up that, but just brings up the screen. We're next going to get mechanical computing, another 3% off research time. Constructing machines capable of advanced differential analysis will radically change what sort of machine-assisted calculations can be made. And research that. It's going to take quite a long time, but it will be worth it in the long run. Let's carry on. We've got another 48 days for you. We're currently doing Triumph in Africa. Let's see, what else could we possibly do? And we could, you know, just click on the country, go to diplomacy. We could justify a war goal to conquer. But it would take a long time, a lot of political power, and it's a lot cheaper and a lot quicker if you've already got claims. So I'm going to leave that for now until at least we've got a claim in Yugoslavia. If I click on these guys here, see they're getting prepared. 22% attack bonus, 24% now. Available planes in reserve. Now, planes don't get a preparation bonus, so I'm not too fussed about that until we're actually getting close to declaring war. It's going to be a little while off yet. Actually, speaking of that, I might put a bump up to speed 3 just to move things along a little bit. And groups over here. You're moving down there. How's our training going? Cat's running around being crazy. So you've just popped. These guys aren't far off. You've still got a bit of a way to go yet. 26th of July. Still waiting for the Spanish Civil War to pop as well. Got a token force over here. Not really that much, but should be okay. Actually, let's have a look. You guys are all, apart from you, you're regular. Insufficient resources. How are we doing for construction? We must have lost one from trade then, because that was 3 earlier, I'm pretty sure. Let's go to trade. 2 to you. Maybe we didn't lose one then. Let's see how supply is. We can hold a lot of units here. And actually a lot of units through all of here. I mean, anywhere in Europe, infrastructure is already very good, so we're not going to be struggling at all. Might struggle somewhat in Africa, for example, these provinces here. 9, supply there, 18 here. We'll see how that goes. States, these are all the different states. You've got Tuscany, Latium, Abruzzo, Campania, Calabria, Sicily of course, Sardinia, Corsica, that's where Napoleon is from, I believe. Lombardy, we've got no resistance, I believe. If we, for example, took France, but these guys didn't actually join in the surrender, then we'd get resistance in France. But once we took all of it and gained all under control, I believe the resistance disappears. That's something I'm hoping they'll change in future expansions. The resistance is a little bit light. You know, you place down your troops and military police later and stuff in places where you've got resistance, disappears, and there's nothing in the future. You know, they don't go underground and just wait for the right time to strike. You know, for example, D-Day. Let's see what we've got here. Resources. We'll be gaining some. What will we gain from here? Some aluminium, some steel, some chromium and aluminium. I think we need chromium. Yes, we're one short at the moment. Some more aluminium. Lots of chromium here actually. So we might actually become one of the main suppliers of chromium for people that don't have it. Greece would be good. We've got a nice supply of tungsten here. And these guys don't actually have any resources apart from 2 aluminium. Now I do have something under here. Oh, Triumph in Africa is about to pop. Let's just go back here. Triumph in Africa. Going to pause so we don't lose any time. We could do industrial efforts or claims on Yugoslavia. It takes 70 days. Befriend Yugoslavia. They're mutually exclusive, so we can only pick one. Befriend Bulgaria. Albanian occupation. I'm going to do claims on Yugoslavia because although we'd get 4 civilian factories from this, if I click on... I do claims on Yugoslavia for now. Gain claims on those 2 territories. Popularity of fascists, their opinion on us. We'll start you. If we click on you here and go to details, these guys have got 3 military factories and between 16 and 19 civilian factories. So claiming Yugoslavia is actually going to be better for us for constructing and things like that than that edict. So yeah, we'll carry on with that for now. We've got all our battle plans drawn up. Eastern Front, you know, you've got a division still preparing. Oh, you've got a new Alpine division. Very nice. And you guys have got a new troop join you as well. Units at the starting position will plan. Yeah, we've read that already. I remember that one. Research must be coming close. You have 3 days for them. Basic machine tools and support weapons. Planes in reserve. Okay, so I mean these ones here, these small squares, and we've also got basic machine tools. These small squares are just basic flat upgrades. We don't have to buy them. It just improves, you know, infantry defense, infantry breakthrough, so on and so forth. Whereas these ones here, weapons is something we have to produce. This here would be just a flat upgrade to cavalry soft attack, motorized infantry soft attack, mechanized infantry soft attack, and leg infantry soft attack. Whereas this is here something we'd actually have to produce. Now let's go to industry. We've got 2 choices here, mutually exclusive. Only progress down one branch. This one here would give us a 20% factory output. Max factories in a state would go up by 20%, and factory output would go up by 20%. Or this one here, factory output 10%, production efficiency retention. So if we change something, it keeps 10%. I'm not 100% sure, but it keeps 100% of its progress. Factory bomb vulnerability minus 10%, and max factories on a state plus 20%. Something like concentrated industry is good in Russia and America and places where you're not close to the front lines, I think. Something like this is better because, you know, for example, let's close this for a second, when we do go to war with France or Germany and stuff, if we've got factories up here, they're going to be in bombing range. If we can't attain air superiority, or even if we do, they might still get some bombs through. So I think that is a very good one to get. So we are going to get, under here, the dispersed industry level 1. You know, the production efficiency retention, you know, when you change from one production to another, it keeps some of its retention. It's pretty good. And it's, you know, protection from bombs as well. So we'll do that. It'll take 195 days. And we've got an extra research slot free as well. We could do a reinforcement rate from the radio. And also getting the radio would enable us to get special battalions, the signal company. Or we could, we could unlock recon company, military police, maintenance. I'm thinking though, what would be best? We don't actually have any bonuses. I like to do the doctrines when I've got some bonuses or I've done well on research. I could do, for example, a destroyer, submarine. Still takes a long time though. A land doctrine, these take a very long time. You're looking at like 10 months for them. But max planning does go up by 30%. This one here, trench warfare, max entrenchment goes up by 10%. Entrenchment speed goes up by 25%. So that's actually very good with defending locations. So if you've got a war on multiple fronts, you just have a token force and they do a bit more better than they would do otherwise. We could improve our artillery. I mean, admittedly, we've only got artillery on our... What are they? Alpine divisions. But we're going to give support artillery soft attack and artillery soft attack plus 10%. So that could be good. But I'm thinking I'm going to go for the L6. Unless there's a doctrine which takes time off that. Modernize artillery. Modernize army. Recon company, land doctrine, special forces, armored effect. Just armor technology. Nothing specific. I can see light ship effort. Classes of ships, Mare Nostrum, naval doctrines, army primary for land doctrines, air innovations. I'm not seeing anything that would benefit that tank exactly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna unlock the L6. If you compare the L3, it's got that, and then we can't do. Okay, so this has got 4 defense, 26 breakthrough. 5 defense, 36 breakthrough, and then 70% hardness, 70% hardness. Soft attack from 10 to 14, hard attack from 4 to 6, max speed 10 to 12, 10 armor, 15 armor, piercing 10, 30, same reliability, slight increase in production cost. So yeah, we're going to go for the L6 tank, I think. We also do have, once you've researched something, you can get a variant, for example. It only takes 49 days, but we get a tank destroyer. So that might be worth, if we get to 39, we've got this tank here, medium tank destroyer. It could be handy. If we're going up against a lot of tanks anyway. Let's carry on, shall we? I'm not too sure if we'll be claiming war on Yugoslavia this episode. But we've got to go through these steps to get there. We can modify the government. Now this is quite interesting as well. We've got, for example, limited conscription. Recruitable population 2.5%. We could change to volunteer only. Maybe 1.5%. Disarm nation. I'll click on extensive conscription. It doubles the amount of recruitable population, so that'll take us over 1 million. Must be fascist or communist. Estimated army strength ratio of 50% or more compared to our army. That must be true apparently. Service by requirement. Factory output minus 10%. Construction speed minus 10%. Training time plus 20%. But it will give us a 10% recruitable population base. All adults serve. Scraping the barrel. This one's probably as far as I will go, because here and here and here we start taking penalties. So I'm going to stay with limited conscription for now. Another thing we can do is limited exports. Resources to market, 25% of our resources. Factory output, 5%. Construction speed, 5%. Research time, -1. If we did free trade, research time, -10. Factory output, resources to market. Export focus. Closed economy. No resources. If we want to keep all our stuff. And then we've got partial mobilization, consumer good factories, 25%, 15%, total mobilization, has to be at war, enemy country has more than 50% of Italy's total number of factories. So that'd be good, if we end up against someone like Germany that conquered a lot of territory. Military factory construction speed, civilian to military conversion is -30%, so that could be pretty good later. And then we've got, you know, political advisors, and they do all sorts. For example, daily communist support, democratic support, civilian to military factory conversion costs, so on and so forth. And then you've got tank design, and this one here, Fiat tank designer, armor research time minus 10%. That would actually be better to choose now doing the armor, but it's only one. We'll do more later. Material designer, small arms research time, militarization research time, industrial research time, theorists, and these guys, you know, naval experience gain plus 0.05 daily, naval doctrine research time minus 7%. This is something I want to be getting later, not right now. And then you've got high command, you know, interception attack, interception defense, interception agility, so on and so forth. And chief of the Air Force, chief of the Navy, chief of the Army, and that's things like division defense, division recovery rate, division speed. But I'm going to go to political advisor for now, and I'm going to want something that gets me more political gain. Monthly opinion. Compassionate gentleman. So that would be good for getting opinion from other people, other nations. Political power gain plus 5%. Ideology drift defense minus plus 15. Smooth talker. Trade deal opinion factor. Same ideology opinion. You know, captain of industry could be good. I think I'm going to go for the backroom backstabber. Political power gain plus 5% and ideology drift defense. So we're currently on plus 1 per day. I'm going to select you, and now I'm plus 1.1 per day. So basically increase how often we can influence our government and things like that by 10%, and it'll give us more points to interact with other countries if we want to later. For example, France, I could boost party popularity, daily drift, you know, fascist, to go up by 1.0 per day, so you're going to take like 3% in a month of the party popularity, but it costs 0.25 political power per day. So once we've got a nice income, or maybe done what we want to do with the government, and thus maybe we could do things like that. How is the Germans doing? What are you up to? You are West Wall. Let's have a look at West Wall. Available as political advisor. Grants fortification engineer. Makes more people available. And land forts on the French border. Württemberg and Mosselland. Which I believe is Mosselland and Württemberg. So it place lots of forts along here. So easy to hold along here while he, you know, pushes into Poland. Things like that. What's United Kingdom up to? Service overseas. Service overseas. So reinforce the empire. Gain base national unity. Army experience. Okay. What about France? What are you doing? You've got a very low unity. Government reform. Political power. Just a flat political power. We've got a nice unity now, which is quite nice. What's these guys' unity on? You're on 60%. And let's have a look at where all your points are. So you got 3 here. Makes it a bit hard to see these arrows here. You got 1 there, so it's 4. 4, 9, 15, so that's 24 and 25. Your unity is at 60%, so 25, 12, let's say, what, 14, 15 points? No, I said 15, 20, let's just say about 30 actually. We've got a free dockyard, so something must have been built. Let's put points into a battleship, I suppose. Actually, no, we could try and get this destroyer out a bit quicker. It's going to take making that many a year. That's going to double it. We'll just go for the destroyer for now. So if they've got 30 points roughly, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, no, 25 points. So 60% of 25. Well, if we took the capital, that'd be enough to make these guys flip, I believe. That'd be about 15. So yeah, that'd be 60% there. The unity is 60%. So maybe this and a single point place. Oh, there's 3 there as well. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we've got 28 there. Maybe here and here. Anyway, we should take more than enough to win them over. But I'm just saying, you know, for example, Italy, when people come in, I've got this territory here, which is worth 3. This is worth 20. So even if we took all these places here, I might still have enough points left down here with my 85% national unity. If I still had over 15% of the total of my victory points, then I could, you know, possibly push back. If I've been pushed back that far, you know, got 1 there as well, got 1 there, 5 there. So even if I kept down here, generally pushing through the north of Italy, and I kept, you know, this island, there is a chance, only a small one, mind you, but there is a chance I could hold on. Our tank should be done in about 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Got another colonial division, just popped now, it's on its way. How are we doing? We've got a nice surplus of infantry equipment now, actually. We've got a surplus of... still lacking in support equipment. Production. Let's scroll up. Now, if I, say, lowered this down to this many and bumped up support equipment. Production efficiency, 40%, going to go at 1.7% per week. And the cap is 55%. That's because I've added a new factory, basically. Worse if you create a whole new line. Construction's done. Construction speed goes up 10%. Let's get... I like this one. I've seen a lot of people actually skip the excavations. But, you know, resource gain efficiency plus 10%. So if I go to my trade, I'm producing 100 aluminium. I'm exporting 25, which is, I believe, due to our trade deals, resources to market 25%. So we can't trade away any more than that. Whereas if we go back to trade, I would then produce 110. So I might be able to trade away another 10. So if these guys, that's never possibly 1 or 2 factories worth. And maybe another 1 or 2 factories here. Yeah, I'd gain, if I'm lucky, maybe 1 more tungsten. I might gain a chromium. Maybe. I'm not sure how it rounds it up. So it is worth doing, because that'll unlock some more civilian factories for us. And the more resources we get later, the better that will be. So I'm going to do that. And continue. Must be getting close now, yeah. About 12 days away. Research. Oh, we're a long way off for any research. Group's being reinforced. We've got 21 units here now. And these 2 territories here. So they're going to push. They're going to help with the push here. I don't know why. I don't really want them to, but no, if that's what they want to do. Once we've helped push here, they'll be staying on this side of the river, I believe, mostly. They'll be pushing over a little bit. I might be able to edit this and go like that. So then they would go... where's the arrow? There it is. No, that's not quite right. Let's drag... National focus complete. Claims on Yugoslavia. Details. We gained claims on 2 places now. And in the meantime, I'm going to get Albanian occupation. One of the following must be done. Claims on Yugoslavia, which I have. Befriend Yugoslavia, which I couldn't do because mutually exclusive. Albania exists. This focus will cancel if the prerequisites do not affect. Albania gets Italian ultimatum. Albania occupation. We're going to do this. And there's a chance. I'm not sure if it's a 100% chance. But every time I've seen it happen, these guys join Italy. There's a chance they could say no, though, I suppose. And then, we can maybe put some troops in here and create a second front pushing into here. Which could be fun. That's going to go... I don't like the way that is. So let's click on the blue army. Edit this and put you back there. And now they're not pushing along the river there. They're helping with the mountains. I suppose it doesn't matter too much if they overlap a little bit. They've got a tank here. And a tank here. Oh, that's what I want to do now. I've got claims on Albania, but I can't declare war on them yet. So what I want to do is, look on here, justify a war goal. And if I did conquer, 235 days, we do it. It costs 84 political power and costs 240 days. Take to claim states, 25 political power and 125 days. 135 days. I've seen people just like click for one territory and then they attack it all and they get it all, but I'm just going to do both of these for the next 10 days just to be safe. I think it might give me some more points at the end and I win. Italian goal modifiers. Victoria Maltalia. World tension. Who's Victoria Maltalia? Prince Paul, leader of Yugoslavia. We're going to press our claims on the claim states. And do that. Was that our... No, it's not you. Not sure where that came from then. We're now preparing to attack these guys. They're actually reinforcing this position here, which hopefully means it'll weaken this area here as well. Pushing into the mountains should be okay though. That's going to take 135 days and we should have the Albanian ultimatum pop by then. And these guys should join us. I'm not sure if we get their troops. We might do, which would be nice. And these guys, let's see what they've got. Details, they've got 1 military factory, 2 civilian factories, 1 ground force, 6 convoys, and 3 naval dockyards. Speaking of dockyards, our destroyer's done, so now let's go put... Let's put everything here, shall we? It's going to take still 3.2 years, and this is going to take 125 years to build, because all the resources are going here for now. Lack of resources 90%. Lack of resources 54%. So as soon as we get the oil, the better. But I still want some more civilian factories. Where are you guys currently building at the moment? Here, 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 here. Built the ones down here, that's nice. This one's not too far off being built now. Come on, Spanish Civil War, when are you going to pop? Industrial efforts. Okay, the games of the 11th Olympiad? The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by the athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the games. The games are concluded. And then it just carries on the game once you close that down. I'm wondering, do I stop recording now? It has been half an hour. But I'm thinking I'll probably go on until we come to some kind of like checkpoint, maybe Albanian occupation, or that could take another 10-15 minutes maybe at this speed. I'm sure something will pop up there. How's our tank doing? Oh, very nearly done. We've got reinforcements, equipment. Ooh. Reinforcement requests, support, light tanks. None for upgrades. Still need support equipment. Production. That number needed is going up or down? Was that 94 or 96 a minute ago? I can't quite remember. Oh, it's going down, good, and that's gone down as well. This is filled. I want to build a bit of a backlog of these. Not too many though. We currently got 44 in storage. We've got 31 army experience as well. Our tanks will be popping very, very soon. Of September. I could pop them now and say, go. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see him pop and drive into position. Where are you? It keeps getting delayed. I don't know why that is. Although you've popped there and you're moving strategically, using the supply network of the rails and stuff to get there quicker. 22 in this group now. Have we got? Yes, we've got our commanders selected, which is good. You are joining this group here. Another Alpine division. Very nice. Why is the tank not popping? Already struggling as it is. You know, 1.38 per week. 2.77. Need for that is filled. I could reduce this, but I do like the idea of having lots of artillery. I mean, total artillery we've got 165. Now we've got... How many of these troops? Is there any easy way of knowing how many? We've got 33 of these. If we were to go to edit these guys and add some support artillery, it would cost 24 times 33. So let's say times 3, 24, 48, 72, 720. Let's say about 800 units of artillery just to get everyone that. 800 units of artillery, and we currently have 167 in storage, so everyone will be quite short on that. I'll probably hold off on that for a little while then. Troops reinforcing the line. I think we need 11 over here, I said. Space here, space here. I mean, we've got one guy on his way, haven't we? Or is he there already? Maybe he's arrived already. Oh no, that was guys here and here, wasn't it? Albanian occupation. Once we've got this tick over, then we shall be ending this episode, I believe. Get the country of Albania under our control, hopefully. If there are a few, we might end up at war with them. Or maybe have a war goal. But then once we've taken Yugoslavia, we'll just like push straight through. Should be quite easy. Bit annoyed that tank hasn't popped yet. Date keeps going up. Ah, we'll do it in 2 days. Ah, we'll do it in 2 days. Ah, we'll do it in 2 days. Build the bloody tanks, will ya? Let's change the colour of the African one. Let's make you red. Oop. Let's read this. Benito Mussolini questions Yugoslavia. Yeah, Yugoslavian sovereignty. Who determines the borders of a nation and how they are determined? And how are they determined? So I'm not reading it properly. It's quite late. Whatever way people may have found in the past to justify where Italy ends and Yugoslavia begins, we live in a new era. The strange importance of this border, the strategic importance of this border cannot be overstated, and we are well within our rights to shift it to ensure the continued security of our people. Listening to Benito Mussolini's recent speeches, an invasion of Yugoslavia appears imminent. Dissenting voices have objected, but public support for war is on the rise. Yugoslavia gets event. Benito Mussolini questions Yugoslavian sovereignty. So if we click on Yugoslavia then, will that pop up here? Doesn't appear to. They've cleaned our territory, they held our core provinces, different ideology, cleaned Western Yugoslavia, war goal justification. So they don't like us. We don't like them. Perfect time to go to war. Okay, Albanian occupation is done. Details. Let's go. We can't do anything down here. I'm going to go to industrial effort then. I could get some military factories and some army experience. Naval experience. It's 2 building slots. Naval dockyard, lightship effort. Befriend Bulgaria. I need to own Albania or Slovenia. Requires befriend Bulgaria. I'm going to go for industrial effort for now then. 70 days. It'll give us 4 civilian factories. Start that. And we should be finding out very soon what Albania is going to say, whether they say yes or no. I'm going to put a cut in here and call that it for part 3. Join me next time, guys, to part 4, where we'll find out what Albania says. And I believe we will probably starting our war, and we've got until the 13th of December till it's done. So another 2 October, 2 months. So I imagine next time we'll get Albania, one way or another, and hopefully start, if not completely taking over Yugoslavia. I'll see you then, guys.